What's going on this morning? What's going on, gents? Ran a few minutes late, but we here early before we get the day started. Um, it is your boy, Zulu Gullah. Like, share, subscribe, comment, and hello, YouTube. So I had to finish this two-part series because you must know where we're at in the dating market in America, in the West. You must know where we're at, and you must know pretty much what is out there, and what product is out there, and you know the risk and the danger of that product, right? You, if you don't understand this, uh, you will be in a situation that will wind up like slavery or you know public embarrassment, uh loss of resources and finances. You will end up in a situation even when you could lose your life, or you could definitely um wager your health, mental and physical. So you you guys got to learn the stuff that I teach and I break down. I'm telling you, like, I am a certified project manager, not only just having life experiences and going through things in life to be where I'm at today, to where I have survived and I can tell the story. Um, and I'm not the most profound speaker, and I have a wide vocabulary, but I also, I know that I have my spurts where I talk country or where I talk street and hood. And man, it's just who I am. But I do know how to turn on my professionalism. And you know, I have education. So and I'm not really trying to boast or brag about anything. I'm just trying to show you the diversity and understanding and the ability to comprehend that I bring, and I also relay it back to you in the best, most commentary that you can get about understanding situations that really right now are not beneficial uh, for most men. So the lady in the thumbnail put a video out saying she dates for sex. Now, it sounds good, but it still isn't 100% truthful, right? Because, like I said in the description, me being technical, I'm telling you, people use excuses out here to cover up who they really are. And, the using the term dating is a cover up, especially once you understand what dating is. Dating is the whole process. Do you guys know that Ringo TV Raw put out a video about 5 days ago, and he's put the content that I have put out for the last 3 years all in one video. Me explaining what dating really is. It's the whole process. It's a way for people to deal with multiple people and excuse it, have it be excused publicly and not seen as bad. And it's not the correct process to find a helpmate, right? So dating has been used as an excuse for a long time to get away with bad behavior, right? And then now women are even using sex in a way they mention and say, "Oh, it's just sex," or I do this for sex. Like, sex isn't serious, you know. And the underlying thing is like you're a bad person, you are a whore, you're a hoe, right? Now, here's the thing, right? Also, with that video, her stating that, it's like I said, it's so much of the truth. It's not the 100% full truth because she just don't say, I'm a hoe and I ain't gonna never be with one man. And I can't be with one man because I'm ruined. I turned myself into a hoe. I allowed myself to become a hoe, right? So now she says she just dates for sex. Okay, so basically, you sleep with multiple guys at any given time, and you can't be in a relationship. So you say you're single, but then you say I'm dating for sex. No, you're just a hoe, and you have to be single, and you're going to sleep with multiple men. You know, randomly and on a regular basis. Uh, Now she tries to say in the video that when we have time, schedule and stuff like that, we just meet and we do what we do, right? Like she's saying that she meets up. She's trying to pass it off as she meets up with one or minimal guys on a regular basis, but that's not true. It's random guys. It's at any given time. It's at her leisure. Uh, she talks about, you coming to her house or she going to your house. You know, at some point, man, like this stuff gets so ridiculous, and it's obvious that they do their best to try to explain it and make it seem as if it's just that simple, but it's really not. You know, um, this is, like I said, ongoing and random at any given time, dealing with multiple people. And you know that how can you live life in a way to where you're doomed? I don't get it. It's an end game. You have to get old at some point, or you have to slow down at some point. And throughout the whole process, you when you growing up, um, from even as a teenager before you're 18, you try to visualize how you want to live, and you want to be at a place of stability and happiness and comfort. And when you just look at what you got out here, the product that you got out here, and it's like, man, you really got to stay clear of it. It would be it would be good in some sense, if you needed a concubine and you came across this lady and she could actually be a concubine, but this lady cannot be a concubine. These women, you know, I'm I'm actually giving them the benefit of the doubt by offering the concubine title. And I should just take that title and just store it somewhere and not even really put it out there as if these women can actually even be a concubine. These women, it titles like concubine, even mistress, girlfriend, wife, fiance, and then the ultimate title, helpmate, they all involve real high levels of discipline and loyalty, and to be set aside for one man. Those titles do not extend to a woman dealing with multiple men, right? Only the hoe uh, that identifies as dealing with multiple men. So you just can't. I mean, it is what it is. Like, and we appreciate the lady putting it out there. We appreciate that. The guys in her town, wherever she live at, what city she lives at, they know. The guys that work with her, they know. A woman like this has slept with guys at the job, multiple guys at the job. Pretty much any job she's ever had, she slept with guys at the job. Um, y- you know, Wherever she meets guys at, you know, I'm telling you, like this is what a lot of women do too. Like she's just admitting it. a lot of women date for sex, just like they date for food. I told y'all that. Y'all remember when I told y'all women date for different reasons, and I broke down those different reasons. I said sometimes it's food, sometimes it's boredom, sometimes they just want to use a guy for whatever it is he's offering within that date. And then I said a lot of women date for sex, and they do dating for sex to hide being a whore. And I said also you can be a whore without having sex because you could be addicted and have vices and urges and impulses to gain something else on a regular basis that may not necessarily be sex. You know, you can be a foodie hoe, a food whore. So when you really, really, really like just take in all this dumbass shit these manosphere niggas be trying to teach you about how to navigate and operate and deal with this woman in this way and that way, you know, these guys in the manosphere, man, have lost their goddamn mind. They have lost their mind trying to balance out this motherfucking madness that's going on out here. And the only thing you can do is look at it, recognize it, understand it, and the smartest thing to do is isolate yourself and stay away from this shit. You know, if you come across a female that has any semblance of being a concubine only, uh, you may try to, you know, see what that is, sort it out and see what it is, and maybe, have you a concubine. But for the most part, man, you can't do anything serious out here. You can't have a long-term relationship. You definitely can't get married. Ain't nobody getting into that slavery systematic shit, that setup. You can't date out here because, you shouldn't be dating anyway. And if there's nothing to court, you know, so it's like, yeah, the concubine is necessary for the in between time because you still have needs. But the ultimate goal is to build yourself up, passport, and be able to be, in dual places, have dual citizenship, or live remote, or retire and leave permanently. So that is the goal, right? Uh, I'm just reasonable. I should take concubine off the table because they don't deserve that shit. But I'm being reasonable because I know guys are going to be over here on a regular basis. They're going to get that downtime and need that break, that vacation to be tired. Some guys can't leave the country. You know, you do need a concubine. I understand that. But man, like, you know, the way that they use dating, the way that they use sex, the way they mix the word when they turn friend in with all this madness, everybody has to just be honest. People are making excuses for the bad person that they are, period. And, um, I've always said I would appreciate if a woman just tell me she a hoe. I would appreciate it. That's all you got to do. Stop acting like you ain't been around town. Stop acting like you ain't done a lot of sexual acts in secret. You know, uh, stop acting like, that you're normal. Stop acting like, that you have something to offer when you don't. Just tell it for what it is. And then, you can have maybe some type of description or program worked out for you. Now, you're not going to be a wife or a girlfriend, and you're not going to get love. You're not going to get a nigga caught up. Uh, you know, no resources, your benefits may be limited, but just be honest. Right. She's trying to be honest, the lady in the thumbnail, but she hasn't really come to the point to where she says, I'm a hoe. I ain't no good. I ain't gonna never be able to be a one man. I'm not gonna never be able to be a wife, a good girlfriend, a good fiance. Uh, I may get lucky and become a side piece, a regular side piece, a mistress, a concubine, or maybe I may become part of a group where I can be a poly wife or something. She may get lucky, but for right now, she done. You know, uh, a woman like this never deserves to have one man to herself and have full access to benefits and resources. And You guys got to understand that you should never offer benefits and resources to a woman that obviously isn't deserving of it. And I mean, you guys shouldn't even be spending money on dates. Uh, I know it's hard to get around not spending money, but what I mean is, like, when you spend money, money needs to be well spent. So I talk about itineraries and I talk about transactions. If you find a concubine, you know, you may have to do a few things here and there for your concubine. That shit is really easy to manage and minimal. Unless she's really starting to become a problem, then you just get rid of her, cut ties. You really didn't really invest a whole lot. But the other thing is, I've learned to do itineraries. I don't date women. Okay. I do itineraries. I plan my free time, my vacation, and my breaks. If I have either a concubine or a report, if not a chick on standby who already knows what it is, and they've been included in it because they kept a proper rapport with me, and it's all in one. Relaxing, food, getaway, passport, get on the plane, and they become, actually part of the process. That's it. Like me going out here every weekend and looking for a chick to, say, hey, I like to get to know you. What's your name? I'm such and such. Can we go out sometime? Me just doing that with random chicks weekly, every other week, man, I'm not finna do that shit. I'm gonna work my ass off 2, 3, 4 months in a row, and then boom, the chick that has a rapport with me when I get ready to take a break, take a weekend off, take a week off, 10 to 14 days off, especially if I'm getting on the plane, already knows what the itinerary is and what we're doing. And that's the way I roll. So, um, if I ever have an occasional concubine, um, that I may get that 1 day every 2 weeks, or I may get lucky and get a day off during the week. Yeah, we can hang out. We can enjoy each other's company. Uh, you know, if we're enjoying each other's company, yes, she can eat with me. You know, yes, if it's a small favor, not a problem. That's it. That's it. If I want to set something up that I know I'm in control of and I'm the ultimate beneficiary of it, I will set that up. So that's where I'm at with it. Like I'm telling y'all guys, y'all be careful out here, man, and y'all got to have better conversations, and y'all got to. It's the way you. I remember the way of going on these dates and these women interviewing you, and then I started reversing the interview back, and then now it's just like, man, my conversation is on a whole nother level. I straight up tell them, look, I ask them, man, are you a hoe? You sleeping with multiple dudes? You know, you dating multiple dudes. How many dudes you talking to? You still in contact with exes? I go in. I ain't even tripping. I'm like, man, I warn them. I'm like, man, look, I have real conversation. I have real, open, honest conversations. I ask questions, and I gauge things, you know, and they most of them can't handle it. The few that can handle it, they show concubine potential, but most of them can't handle it. Most of them be like, well, they don't want to tell you. They try to turn around and reverse and say you're judgmental, you know, or if they say it ain't none of your business, I'm gonna say it is my business because I'm not about to be investing time, energy, and money into you and emotions into you and my presence, around town in public with you if I don't know what I'm getting into, So uh on that note, man, I gotta get my day started. But it's your boy. Zulu Gullah. Like, share, subscribe, comment, and I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good day. And Thursday we in.